everyone, it's my goddess Chrissy, and I'm here to make a video on Rosalía and Rauw Alejandro. Okay, so I did flip some cards on this a little bit. Was it earlier today? I think it was earlier today. And to my surprise, guys, money showed up for Rosalía. Not even for Rauw, for Rosalía. So for Rosalía, I'm seeing that this relationship breakup was over money. For Rauw, I'm seeing that he's more hurt about the breakup. And Rosalía is kind of like, I'm just about my money. So we're going to get into it and see why she's like that. But you guys tell me in the comments, did you guys expect this relationship to end the way that it did? Or are you surprised? Do y'all think that they're going to get back together? I feel like they are going to dibble, dabble, you know, back and forth. But I don't think that they're going to... I'm going to say this. I knew that that relationship wasn't going to work out because I had already felt Rauw Alejandro's... He was a little jealous of his girlfriend. He was jealous of Rosalía. You know, she's a little bit more popular than he is. And when she would get new opportunities, it would be like, damn, you know, I want to get an opportunity like that. He would look at it in that situation rather than just be happy for her. So I feel like the next relationship Rauw is in, he needs to just go with a woman that's in a different area. Like, he can't be with a singer. He can't be with somebody that does what he does. They have to do something else. I need some water. Hold on, guys. Let me get some water. Yeah, but as I was saying, he needs to be with somebody that is not in the same genre as him because he can't handle it. He can't handle it. Let me just sprinkle some Florida water here. So let's see, you know, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. But those of you who have already seen my videos, you know that I come out with my personality cards just to get an idea of what these people are like. Because at the end of the day, we always have to remember they're just like me and you. They just have a lot of commas in their bank accounts. But they're still people. So before we get into the tea, let's, you know, see what they're about. So first person I'm going to do is, they're telling me Rosalía. So let's see. Tell me 3 personality traits, ancestors, about Rosalía that tells us a little bit about who she is as a person. Okay, 3 cards, please. 3 cards. I'm gonna do it this way so you guys can see. I'm gonna pick 3 cards. Pick this one and this one. Okay, so 3 cards that tell us about the type of person Rosalía is. So let's see. First card, Avenger. Okay, now I know I think she's a Libra, so I'm not surprised to see this card. It says desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So she's the type of person where she feels like it needs to be fair all around. You know, whoever is working for her, whoever she's doing work for, everything needs to be fair. And the shadow side is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So she's not afraid to fight for what she wants. If she wants something, she's going to go down in a fight to get it. Okay? And I feel like this has a lot to do with her career. I think that the reason why she has been so successful is because she makes sure that no one changes her style and that she does things the way that she wants to do them. Because you know, when you get in the music industry at times, why is this light is so annoying me? Oh my gosh. When you get into the music industry at times, they want to change everything about you. She wouldn't allow that for herself. But what they're pointing out to me also is the mask. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes out sometimes in a wig or just disguised, just so she could go out into the public without being seen for who she is. And she just goes about town and just has a good time and go on different adventures with her family and friends. So that's what they're also showing me with that. She's a very fun person to be around. Martyr. She got martyr. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. So she feels that she was put on this earth for a reason, for a purpose. And singing is much more than singing to her, but she also wants to send out a message, a positive message to young adults that listen to her music. So it's much deeper than just going out and getting a check. They're telling me too that she wants to excel more and more in her music. She doesn't want to just stay. She want to push herself. She want to push herself further in her music. It's, guys, she takes her music very, very seriously. That's what I'm seeing in both of these cards. Music for her is very peaceful and harmonizing, and when she hears the beats, when she's in the studio or when she's recording, it's like she's in another world. It's very transcendent for her. I would have loved to hear about what she says about this in interviews. I don't know. You guys let me know who's familiar with Rosalía, if she's talked about the process of recording, because it's not just, it's like a high for her. Okay. This card also means that sometimes she can put others before herself, before her own needs. You know, basically not saying, you know, if she's fighting for what she wants and she decides, well, I'll just let them have, not like that. It's kind of like, let's say she's really tired from a concert she just had, and let's say a family member, it just went through something and calls her up. She'll stay on the phone with that family member even though she's dead ass tired. It's like that. Okay, last card. Visionary. Guys, wow. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. That is so interesting here because it says without regard for personal gain. And I was just telling you guys that it's much more than just receiving a check. Like it's about the music, it's about the message that's getting out. It's very important for her. You know, and the shadow side of this is selling to the highest bidder and compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. And so for her, for Rosalía, it's very important not to get to that. It's very important to not do something just to make more money for the sake of making more money. She feels like once she gets to that point, she's not the same person anymore. So she always wants to stay with doing what she envisions for herself and not what others envision for her. That's very, very important for her. So these are really, really good cards, guys. These are really very beautiful cards. So overall, I would say Rosalía is a very focused woman. She's very serious about her craft. She takes her music very seriously. And it's not just about singing for her, but she truly wants to be a visionary where she accomplishes so much in this life. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful cards, Rosalia. Beautiful. All right. Now let's check out Rauw Alejandro. Uh-oh. All right. Something mysterious about him. He's a Capricorn. Let's see. Very hardworking. But tell us 3 personality traits, ancestors, with Rauw Alejandro. 3 of his main personality traits. What do we need to know about Rauw Alejandro? Okay. Oh, hold on. All right. Here we go. Gonna pick this one at the edge here. One from the middle and one from the edge here. All right, this wants to pop out, so let's do that. Okay. Rauw Alejandro. I don't know why I'm more nervous about Raul's cards than Rosalia's. Okay. He also got visionary, guys. So Rauw also takes his music very seriously as well. And he also wants to, what I get more from Rauw though, is that he wants to like break numbers. You know, he wants to be like the first Latin artist who sold more than blah, blah, blah albums, or who reached 10 times platinum. Like, no, like he wants to get on the Daddy Yankee level, if not higher, for himself. So he want to do things in the genre of the music that nobody else has ever done. What I saw with Rosalía, it was more about getting the message out to the people, having feel-good music. It was more about the craft. And with Rauw, I feel like it's more about, yes, it's important to make good music, but it's also important for him to break barriers, break numbers, and do things that others in his genre has never done before. Scribe. So he writes a lot of his music. They're saying that he's very gifted at writing. He knows how to make his words like as if it's a poem. And so when you hear it in his music, it just vibes and it just gels. So he's a very talented writer, and he can, they say he soaks in everything like a sponge. So and it's like he soaked in so much knowledge that at this point he has to continuously write things down because his mind just has so much information. So he's always learning. He's always bettering himself, not just for his music, but just as a person, and knowing a lot of information. It's very important for him to be knowledgeable. And so in different areas that he goes to, I believe he was in Japan recently. So if he's in Japan, he wants to know about the culture, the life there, the important pioneers there. What did they do? What was their story? All of that is very fascinating for him. Athlete. Oh, is he trying to bulk up? Let's see. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal power, and strength of spirit. Okay, and the shadow side of that is false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. So he's getting a little bit to the point of feeling entitled, like things are owed to him. He is. But he also has, this athlete card is also talking about his willpower to do more. Like I said, he's a Capricorn. He's very hardworking. So he's always doing more. But he has to be careful of this because he doesn't want to overexhaust himself and do too much. If you see there, the athlete is kind of like holding this big, I don't know, it looks like a planet or a rock or something. So it's like sometimes With this card, you could take on too much. So you just have to be careful with that. Push yourself, but don't push yourself to a level of exhaustion. All right. Okay, so those are the cards. So both Rosalía and Rauw had some beautiful cards, which goes to show just how hardworking and dedicated they are as people, so as separate individuals. Now, we're going to go into the relationship, okay? So, I'm going to use my tarot first because I always go to my tarot before, or I always try to go to my tarot before I go to my, my oracle cards. So, ancestors, what happened in this relationship? So, for those of you who are not aware of Rosalía and Rauw Alejandro, Rosalía is a singer. I believe she's from Spain. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe she's from Spain. Rauw Alejandro is from Puerto Rico, and I refer to him as like a reggaeton artist, but people would probably say that he's kind of jumped into the pop genre a little bit, but yeah. So they've been in a relationship, I believe, for like 2 years. He recently proposed to her about 2 months ago or a month ago, and wham bam, now they're broken up. So we want to know what happened. What happened, ancestors? Why are these couple? What happened to the relationship? What happened? All right, it was over. I want to say this is ego more so than it's money. But the problem started happening when they started working together. For those of you who are not aware, they collaborated on music together recently as they got engaged with each other, and that was the downfall of their relationship. What is it about money? What was the problem? Again, money. I told you guys before I had drawn some cards, and it was money. It had to do with money. So, I believe that Rosalía was either getting more money, getting more praise, getting more just publicity, and Rauw wasn't happy about it. Instead of being happy for his girlfriend, more jealousy started to seep in. Yes, this is Rauw, the King of Wands. Okay? He's there with his wood, trying to start a fire, make something happen. And Rosalía is there with her coins and having a statue built in her honor. And he's like, they don't really care about us. Guys, this relationship, they broke up over money. Are they going to get back together? They will come back together. They will come back together. Will it be permanently? No, it's going to be difficult for them to have something permanently. Like this relationship had a hard time, not just blaming it on Rauw, but Rauw, he tends to get jealous of his girlfriend. So it's going to be very difficult for him to put his head down and not look up and see her success. Every time he sees more of her success, he does get a little bit jealous. Okay? So, what's going on with them now? I wouldn't be surprised if they are hanging out with each other now. Are they together now? Okay, so looks like both of them are just kind of on the party scene with their friends and hanging out with their family, but they're not together now. Like I said, I feel like Rauw is taking this much harder than Rosalía. How is Rosalía taking it? She's so-so. Look at that. She's more confused. Like, what the hell? You just proposed and now we're broken up. Like, this is stupid. How does she feel about Rauw? Aww. Guys, she loves him. But it's not the lovers. You know, when you see about how somebody talks about you, this is like puppy love. Like, I love you, but I still can live without you. How does Raul feel about Rosalía? See? He got the lovers. He got the lovers. Now, depending on who you ask, you want your man to have the lovers. And you have the Two of Cups as the woman. Because it's like, yeah, I want him to love me more. You know what I mean? Does he know, or does he feel like this is his fault? Yeah, he is reflecting on that. He is reflecting on that. But he feels like it is her fault. But he is reflecting on what went wrong. Why does he feel like it's her fault? He says because she could be stubborn. She can be stubborn, and when she's stubborn, she don't want to hear or talk about anything. So is she ignoring him right now? Yeah, she's ignoring him right now, guys. She's very pissed off. Well, is she pissed? Let me not make assumptions. She's not pissed, but she has some feelings, whereas she can hold her emotions inside at times, but she only does that because she's like, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings because we'll never come back from that. Okay? So what is Raul going to do? He's going to show that he appreciates her. He's going to go to her, guys. He is going to go and talk to her. And then what? Then they're going to get back together. They are, okay. They are going to get back together, but it's not going to last. Sorry, Rosalía and Raul fans. They're going to get back together, but it's not going to last. It's just too much for Raul to handle. He can't handle her fame. It's just too much. As a celebrity and as a singer himself, he cannot handle Rosalía's fame. So they are going to get back together, but it's not going to work. Okay, let's see. Let me ask now my oracle cards. Rosalía, what went wrong in this relationship with Raul and Rosalía? See, I just brought up Raul's name and I forgot Rosalía. It's like basically Raul is thinking about Raul. He's letting his ego get in the way. It's very difficult for him to be so happy for his girlfriend. What's going on with Raul and Rosalía? All right, so with Rosalía's cards, she's saying that both of them were not looking for something long term. They actually went into this relationship as, you know, having a good time with each other. They both weren't looking to fall in love. They talk about, she talks about Raul playing mind games. So it does seem like Raul does want to see other people. But I feel like he manipulates at times, and how can I put this? It's like he's not even sure what he wants. He's like, I know that I love her. I know that I want this to work. you know, but sometimes I am like interested in seeing what else is out there too. So he's kind of like torn as well. Yeah, I was really saying that Raul is still young, as is Rosalia, but she's focused on Raul in this reading. And she's saying that, you know, he still wants to be single. Yes, he loves Rosalia, but he still wants to be single. Like, because he still wants to, you know, mess with other women. Yeah, this relationship has gotten toxic. Yeah, she's saying if it hasn't happened already, somebody is going to betray somebody else by talking about them, and it's going to get back to them. And it won't be good. So it's best for them to leave the relationship now. But they're not. They're going to be back and forth. And finally, when they realize it's not the same, then they're going to completely break up. Okay. Arzuli, can this relationship still work? Can this relationship between Rosalia and Raul, can it still work? Long term, can it still work? They are toxic for each other, guys. They're toxic for each other. It's not going to work. And for those of you who are like, but this just came out of nowhere. They were like so beautiful together. You don't know what's going on behind closed scenes. Like, yeah, they could be on social media all lovey-dovey, having their experiences of enjoying each other and blah, blah. But, I mean, think about it. Who's going to take a picture of their man when he's angry at them? Hell, they may be angry their damn selves. They probably don't even want to see them, so they're not going to take a picture. But when you're all lovey and, you know, oh, my man, my girl, it's like, let's take a picture. You know, that's the time y'all taking pictures. So, of course, y'all not going to see no other stuff. Good vibes. Give it a chance. Yeah, she's saying that even if they try to make it work, it will not be the same. And it's not going to be the same. It's just not. It's not going to be the same. Raul is going to get in another relationship. He's going to get in another relationship. And I think the next relationship is going to be the woman he marries. So they had a very intense sexual relationship, him and Rosalia. But it was just too manipulation in the relationship, guys. It was just too much manipulation. Playing games. Not looking for love. They both are not looking for love. Not just Rosalia, not just Raul. Both of them are not looking for a long-term relationship. Like, they went into this highly sexually, you know, attracted to each other. They had a lot of sex, okay? He fell in love with her. She fell in like with him. So, but at the end of the day, it's not going to work. All right, let's see what they had to learn from this relationship and close this out. Because that's that with that. All right, where's my karma cards? Here it is. Here's my karma cards, guys. They call it the chakra wisdom oracle cards, but I call them the karma cards. I'm going to pull one card for this because I just want to. Okay. All right. Now, what did... Okay, they're telling me pull one for both. Okay, so what did Raul have to learn from this lesson, from this experience? What did he have to learn from this experience? What did he have to learn? Pulling one card. Confusion. Okay. Let's look at confusion. It's the book. And what confusion has to say. All right. Jana climbs Faith Mountain. This is Jana. She climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. Oh, y'all. So he left her. Shit, the tea. Okay. There is another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Okay. Raul, I told y'all he got some women waiting for him. Okay. He got them waiting. Do I believe he cheated? No, I don't believe he cheated. But do I believe he wanted to? Yes. And do I believe he is going to dibble dabble now? Hell yes, he is. But okay. It says silver cloud surrounds her and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. All right, so this is self-explanatory, y'all. He's still climbing this mountain. They're trying to figure out what the hell is going on, whether he should still continue in this relationship or just let it go. He's not sure what he wants to do. Females are outside waiting for him to make that decision so that if he makes the decision to let it go, they right there to pick up the pieces and dry his tears, okay? So Raul is confused right now, but what he needs to learn from this situation is that even through the confusion, you still have to keep going. You still have to keep pushing. You still have to keep thriving and doing what you're supposed to be doing on this earth. Because if you keep doing that, as you do that, take the time out from thinking so much, the answer will just come to you and everything will become clear. Everything will just be revealed to you. So this is letting him know, don't be confused, Raul. Just let the sky clear up. It's a bit foggy right now. It's cloudy up in here. You're climbing up this mountain, but everything will clear up if you just take the moment to keep going and let it happen, okay? All right, what does Rosalía need to learn? What's her lesson from this relationship? What is Rosalía's lesson from this relationship? Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. Creation. Okay, interesting. Y'all, she gonna make some good music. Okay, with this breakup. All right, creation. It says, in a time before history, she shaman walks the earth bestowing artistic talents on a select few. One day she rests under a birch tree. Hey, says Birch, I want my muse too. Birch entertains she shaman for a long time, singing and telling tales. I told you guys, like, her craft is very important for her. This is even the lesson she needs to learn. Like, okay, this card is talking about singing. Who would think that a creation card is talking about singing? She shaman smiles. My great friend, you have had your art all along. She vows that from then on, she will give everyone their own gift. To this day, she shaman has never left us. We see her inside every creative work. Okay? So this card tells her not to forget her craft. Do not put any relationship before what you are meant to do. Everything, your relationship, if it's aligned with what you're doing, it will not get in the way of each other. It will just work out. And so this card is telling her to embrace her divine femininity, to embrace her womanhood, embrace who she is. She has a very important journey ahead of her and a very important message for people to keep going, to keep journeying forward. She's gonna just take this moment and just make great music out of it. There's not much that she can learn from this relationship, because it was just a relationship for a season. It wasn't a relationship for a lifetime. So for her, she had her fun. Now it's on to the next, and continue doing what she's doing, creating good music. Okay? So that's the reading. Rosalía, Rauw Alejandro. Wish them all the best. And yeah. Don't forget to like, guys, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Bye.